The debt ceiling crisis. Should you be worried about this? The only reason you should be worried about this is if you don't have a game plan. This is probably one of the most critical times in our financial history ever. And remember, the debt ceiling has been raised over 70 times, and I don't think it won't be raised, but here is the thing. We have to understand how different this time frame is. As we sit today, America's at 122% debt to income ratio, GDP to debt. 33% of our debt is held outside of the United States. If they don't raise the debt ceiling or suspend the debt ceiling, they will not be able to pay for critical services in America. Military, postal workers, pensions. So in my opinion, it's just a dog and pony show, and they have to raise the debt ceiling on June 1st. But we have to look at the facts and understand where our financial system is. There is a massive switch needed, and it's underway. So should you be worried? Absolutely, if you don't have a game plan. If your game plan is to go to work, put your paycheck in the bank, take a little bit of your paycheck and put it into a 401k, and you have no idea where your money is allocated, do you realize if the capital markets come collapsing down Q3, Q4 during the Shemitah year, that your hard-earned money that goes into your retirement comes collapsing down too? So if you're in my age group, 47, late 40s, or you're getting close to retirement, you need to start rewiring your brain and thinking different around money. The vertical strategy of going to school, getting a job, getting a 401k, and health insurance is not security. I just want to rewire your brain around this. So you're going to school, getting a job, spending $200,000 on education, get a $30,000 to maybe $100,000 a year job. You're trying to keep up with the Joneses. You're borrowing against your future self. Every single week, your paycheck hits the bank. And here's what the bank does. They take your money, they put it in the capital markets. They take your money and they lend it 9 times over. So now they're making money in the capital markets off your money. They're making interest income off your money. And I think they get insurance as well. So your dollar that you put into the bank, they make it work multiple ways. Then your employer takes a percentage of your paycheck, but they match you. So you're super excited because you have a 401k match, and they lock your money up and they penalize the shit out of you if you take it during your living years. And then they tax you on the back end. So you're putting your money in a bank, they're using your money 3 different ways and lending it out 9 times over. You're trusting a 401k that you can't touch your own money, and you get penalized, and you barely have enough to retire. So again, if the capital markets come collapsing down, the interest rates keep going up to cool inflation, and the job market gets rocked and people lose their jobs, absolutely you should be worried if you don't have a game plan. So rewire your brain. Let me share with you what I'm teaching my daughter. If she follows the plan that I've given her, she will retire way wealthier than doctors and lawyers and all these people that go to school for 6 to 9 years. Nothing wrong with that, but just hear me out. She already took her money from graduation and invested in the capital markets. So she's in control of the capital markets. She's not trusting a 401k. She has her own investment plan. She also is going to be getting set up with insurance, IUL. And yes, my daughter has a job that she enjoys that gives her flexibility to travel while she's young. She didn't want to go to school. She wants to travel the world. And she'll be able to do that the rest of her life because she's going to understand how money works. So her paycheck will hit the bank. She'll take that money, richest man in Babylon, and multiply that money. She'll always invest in herself first. She'll continue to put money in the capital markets. She'll start stacking her IUL policy. If she ever wants to get something to enjoy, like a car, what I'll teach her to do is take an asset-backed loan, buy something that's a cash-generating asset, and let the renters or the cash-generating asset pay for the liability. So it's my job, now that I rewired my brain, is to teach my kids to do the same thing. But if we keep following the investment strategies of the industrial era, you're going to end up the working poor. The wealth gap is massive. Since around 1978, the top 1%'s income has grown by 138%. Rationalize this. The bottom quartile, most of the public, grew by 15%. And your productivity went through the roof. Why is that? It's because the devaluing of currency. Our money is fake. So your job is to take that fake fiat money and turn it into something tangible and real and have a game plan. So should you be worried about the debt ceiling if you don't have a game plan? These are the greatest times in human history to build wealth. And the next 24 months are going to be some of the most critical times to make moves, to build a budget, to rewire the foundation, and to come back to center and have a relationship with your higher power. Because it always gets very ugly. The storm gets very vicious before the sun comes back out. So I hope this information reaches you well. I love you guys. Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go. In my bio here, tons of resources and the full breakdown of the videos that I talk about on my YouTube channel. Reminder, I will never DM you. Those are all scammers. I do not invest people's money. I have my exact blueprint inside my academy and my 120-day challenge that's helped over 6,000 warriors worldwide now. So I hope to be yours next. Everything's in the bio. Love you guys.